miles after DeLand. That's less than 6 minutes away. If DeLand is your destination, take this time to look around your area. Make sure that you have all of your personal belongings so that you're ready to detrain before you arrive into DeLand. Once again, our next stop is DeLand, approximately 5-6 minutes out from DeLand.
Alright, so at the event, I'm going to say things like, how does someone write a story? Does someone write about their own experience? What's experience? So like, for instance, if I come home from somewhere and make something to eat and I kind of take care of the things in my house, and then I'm playing like a game on the computer and maybe listening to music, is that experience? And if you think that's experience, then you could try to write something about that. And you would have to think of words that you would use, like, and before the words, maybe like a group of words, which is like person or whatever, like if it's going to be, first person or third person, because then there's words like I and my, or him and his, and you can name a character if you want, or you can just have his. So let's say we're going to do third person and not have a name. So he gets off a bus, say. Well, you'll find a way to say that, and then you'll say what he does. Now, he just got off a bus, so he could maybe call someone, and then there's an opportunity for dialogue. And there's a lot of choices in dialogue, too. Not just what they say, but how you mark it. Like, you could just have the words they're saying with dashes in front of them, or you could have character says, he says, she says, or you can use words other than says. So there's all those choices. And then he gets, and I would just keep going on like that and explain the different choices you have in making a story. And I feel like that would be a more valuable thing than to just read something,
I don't know. I think that people they expect to see art.
Yeah.
They want some kind of glimpse of.
Well, I think that anyone that doesn't enjoy this is an idiot. Thank you. Hey.
This one is called Organic Raw Vegan Caprice Paysan. I say, fuck all these douchebags. And you say, what? I say, fuck all these people. You say, I don't know. This one's called, Does Lil Wayne Believe in God, or Does He Just Mention God Once? I'm listening to the song Dirty Pop by NSYNC. Does this happen to you? Like, you won't have to pee, and then out of nowhere you have to pee, like, really bad. Shit happens to me all the time. It's stupid. This one's called We Get It. You form like Voltron. Big deal. I want to be really healthy and never get colds or headaches. I want to fall off my bike. I want to have a bike, and I want to fall off it. And then I'll be lying on the couch, and you'll be making me a salad or something, and I'll knock on the wall, and you'll say, is there someone at the door? And I'll moan. I'll have been moaning for a little while to set this up. And I'll moan, and I'll say, I don't know, can you check?
I never think about talent. Unless it's like, or not for art. If it's something like you can physically measure, then that's what I view as talent. But I wouldn't use the word talent. Just like if someone's 7 feet tall, then they're like, have a better chance of succeeding at basketball. That's what I view as talent. for Zachary, he just has his IQ is probably really high, so that was something that I would view as talent, I guess.
You mentioned that, like, even beyond Zachary, you have like lots of friends who like their writing, like in kind of a similar way, and support their writing. And you were editing at 3 a.m. like early on during that time, and before you started like Moo House and stuff. So like you have supported like a number of these people, but nobody's really quite attracted as much attention or like kind of like buzz as like Zachary. Like, do you think there's any reason for that?
Zachary's probably he probably worked harder, and I think his style and like worldview is different, more different than the average of the other people.
You gotta kill them cops, you gotta kill them cops, you gotta kill them cops, you gotta kill them. You gotta get a gun, you gotta get a gun, you gotta buy a gun, you gotta steal a gun, you gotta shoot them cops, you gotta shoot them cops, you gotta shoot them cops. But when you shoot them cops, they're gonna kill you, yeah, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah, I don't think that what I've written is any good. I don't necessarily think I'm a good writer or anything. I think that I like reading stuff, I like other people's writing, and I like thinking about choices in writing, but I don't really think necessarily that I can do it that well. I haven't proven to myself that I can do anything that's very good. And I try sometimes, but I don't know that anyone would be very well served by me spending a lot of time trying to be a writer. Hey everybody, that's so loud. Hey, hello, hello, hello? Hello, hello, hello? So, like many of you, I have bowled in my life. I've gone to bowling alley with my family or whatever. And, at the bowling alley, it seems really strange to think about, but I guess there was like a presumably coin-operated machine that would like shine your bowling ball. It would like move around quickly and stuff or whatever. I don't know. Or like buff it, like a buffer or something. So, alright, so there's that. There's like the bowling ball buffer. And then it's Thanksgiving. And I'm at my grandparents' house or something. Maybe it's not Thanksgiving, but for some reason, like, you change the channel and all of a sudden HBO is on. And like, you don't get HBO. Like, you've like flipped through the channels before and like it's always just static. But all of a sudden it's HBO. And like, you're too like scared to like switch the channel because like, what if you can't get it back, you know? So Rushmore's on. It's like the late 90s or something. And yeah, so the kid's like, to Shore's man, like, why are you telling people my mom gave you a hand job? And so I didn't know what a hand job was, you know? And so in my mind of minds, I envisioned like, I didn't really know what a vagina was, you know? Or whatever's down there, you know? You might think it's weird that I'm even bringing vagina into this, but I thought that things just dealt with vaginas. So I just assumed that somehow you put your hand down there, and there's some kind of part that like buffs your hand, like with the vagina or something. It's like the bowling ball buffer, and it feels good for your hand. That's what I thought it was. I thought like a woman did something to a man, like with her vagina to his hand, that would feel sweet. So, yeah, Schwartzman, your hand is feeling nice, right? So yeah, that was like a thing. What else, man? I mean, yeah, when I was younger, like, for sure, like, I was very excited about, like, entering a world or something, you know, a literary world. I mean, I always did like books and stuff, but I think for a time I was interested in books, but also in the world of books or whatever, which now I'm really not interested in outside of the books, you know. Or, I mean, I like talking about them, especially with my friends that do write. I enjoy doing that sometimes. But I don't need to, I'm not really interested in publishing just for the sake of publishing or anything. Which I guess no one claims that they're interested in doing. But there sure seems to be a lot of publishing, so I don't know. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
Who's this?
Number one white cop killer in America, nay the world?
What?
I'm, like, have you heard of killing cops?
What?
Like, I hate cops, and I kill them, and I tell other people to kill them. Like, police officers. Like, they're my enemy.
Why do you tell people to kill cops?
I guess it kind of seems like the only thing that you can really do that's, like, cool.
Wait, it's cool? Like, I mean...
To kill cops, yeah.
no,
Well, what are you into? Like, gay shit?
Yeah.
I mean, are you a faggot?
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's cool, dude. I just want to, like, get in touch with you. Like, I feel so, like distance from everybody. Like, I really feel sad. Like, I really just want to, like, connect with somebody. Even if that makes me gay, dude. Like, let's just touch each other. I don't know. I just, like, it seems like everything we do is bad and, like, non-sustainable. Like, everything we do besides killing ourselves.
Do you mean this in, like, an ecological sense?
Yeah, I'm really concerned with the environment. I don't know. Why not kill cops? Look at them. They're terrible. I don't know.
What?
Like, are you, like, what are you wearing or anything? Like, are you wearing, like, underwear? Just, like, take off your fucking underwear. I don't really smoke. I just like pretend to. I don't know, I'm trying to start, but like I don't know, I can't do it. I don't know.
Like, online personas and brands and the process of sort of, like, defining yourself online.
What'd you say between the word brands and the word defining?
The process?
Or the process of it? Yeah, I think like when I first when I was like a teen, I was just like a shitty youth. Like I was living the dream, I think, as a teen. And then like eventually I think I was like a yuppie when I was like 18. And then I was like a yuppie for like a year. Or like from like 17 to 19 maybe. And then I became like a punk, and now I'm a punk.
Somebody blogged about you? What did they say?
I don't really know what it seems to be aping the style of my novel, but the protagonist's name is Zachary German. I can't really understand why this is this.
You don't like to talk to your fans or something?
I don't really want to validate people.
What do you mean by validating people?
Respond to them. I don't think that what they're doing is interesting or worthwhile, so I don't need to talk to them.
Fucking New York City! Justin Bieber, I hate you. I would pee on you if you were on fire and I could get $1 million for saving you.
I feel like my thing is I'll joke around and take on these different personas, but ultimately I'm going to sort of be transparently a nice guy who's trying to be friendly to people on the internet. And I feel like Zachary does not do that overall. He may be a nice guy, but he's not transparently nice. That's not part of his thing. So it's interesting that people have asked him stuff on Formspring, about his writing or something. They're interested in his writing, they like his writing, and he'll just say fuck you or something, And that's it's amusing, I guess. Sometimes I'm turned off by that. These people are showing up for you. It's without them, you wouldn't have an audience. You should give back to them.
This one sucks, but I love it.
When he started taking away a friend every day on Facebook, he seemed earnestly wanting to just sabotage all his internet things like Formspring and whatever. And on his blog where he read a book, or if he read a book, he made a picture of it and talked about it a little. The pictures of him would be the least flattering pictures anyone could ever take. And now he was consistent with that. That was interesting to me.
I don't know there was a rivalry. I don't think there was. That was just a symptom of who I was then, where I wanted everybody's approval, and where I thought if a certain person was cool or whatever, then I obviously would want to get their approval because I wanted a cool person's approval, and Zachary was definitely a sort of cool person at that point.
He has an attitude. He's the Ubermensch, and he doesn't need anybody.
You guys became friends?
Barely, yeah. It's after a series of intense rejections.
In my opinion, very obviously did not give a shit about anything. Not even trying to in my opinion, it wasn't he was trying to be fucked up, but was actually just fuck you.
He'd ask me to hang out, and then I'd go over to wherever he was, and he wouldn't talk to me, and we'd hang out for a few hours, and then he'd be get out of here. I'd leave. And I wouldn't hear from him for 2 months. And then he'd again, kind of earnestly ask me to spend time with him.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Bill or Henry or something? Hello?
My name is Ben.
Ben?
Hello?
Hey, man. Is it that? Oh, hello?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hello?
Hey, man. Where are you calling from?
Nothing, man. New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
What?
Google
Oh, is this
that
Ben
first.
Rosamond?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, man. What's up?
Just chilling. How are you?
Good. It's fall here, so is it spring there?
Yeah, it's really getting hot. It's nice. It's good.
Wow, that's so weird, man. It's getting cold up here.
Yeah, hemispheres, right? Yeah.
That's fucking nutty. Hey, I got a joke about the girls down where you live.
Go for it.
Their pussies rotate backwards.
That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you get that joke?
Yeah, 'cause the toilet.
Yeah, you got it. Sweet.
I guess there's sort of like this anger or like rejection of the world, I would say, like underlying like what I've read of his writing, and I think that that's definitely real. I don't think that's, like I said earlier, like a very healthy thing to indulge in, because it doesn't lead anywhere. I mean, you can just be really pissed off and be like, fuck everybody, and, you know, I don't like anybody, and like these social norms are fucked, and so I'm not going to abide by them. And you can, in my opinion, I guess that leads to just being really isolated. And if you're not like an amazing, talented genius, which I don't think that I am, then, you know, you're not really going to get anywhere with, you know, just like having your own little like rejecting the world party, like, because nobody's going to come, you know, like it's just you, and it's not very fun.
How do you feel about your literary career?
Awesome, really good.
Why?
Because I don't need to like produce stuff. Like I feel happy. If I produce anything, it'll be real good.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel confident in my judgment. Maybe not in my skill. Like I don't know if I can write well, but I really don't think I'll like put out anything that sucks. Again. Though I guess I probably thought that before, and then I put out stuff that sucked.
What do you think it sucks?
I think the book, like, it's cool for some parts, but I think it sucks. Some parts were cool. Wonder where we are now. So the cafe car has like things you could eat. Cup of noodle, which was $2.50. The chicken wings, which I think was $5.50. Cheeseburger, $6. Kraft macaroni and cheese, which I believe was $7.
Do you ever feel like pressure to identify with the Robert character? Like, do you feel like the Robert character is still you?
I'm so like, I haven't even thought about that book. Like I haven't even seen a copy in probably more than a year, so I saw Adams today. Like yesterday, you were like suggesting that I read like new stories that maybe I'd written from the Lich class at this event. And I was saying that I didn't really feel like reading anything new because I wasn't very happy with anything I've done recently, fiction-wise, or any kind of writing. And you were kind of saying that you would hope that I would have new things I was happy with because it would show like an artist who like painted himself into a wall or something and then found a way to reinvent him, or like, you know, come back from that and make new stuff that he was happy with. And I didn't feel like that was true, but you seemed like that you would be interested in that being the movie.
I wanted to believe that.
Yeah, you wanted that for your
That would
movie.
allow me to stop doing this.
You can stop doing it now though. That's so stupid to need an arc to finish it. That's so like,
I think people have expectations.
lowbrow.
Are Megan and Zach just reading from their books? Do you know?
I don't know what Zachary's planning.
You think he's gonna do something cool? Maybe he'll kill him.
It's not his.
Maybe he'll harm. You think? No, it's not his style.
He would never do something.
Yeah.
this cheese in here? Cheddar. Cheddar mild. White parm. Oh my god. Oh.
Touching her, I wouldn't contaminate her with what went on above the toilet. For sometimes after my piss, staring at my dun-colored penis, I would become aroused and let semen coat my hand. So I'd be deep in sleep, and there again would be a piss honking in my dream. It got to the point where I would scream on mere instinct.
Thank you. Hey. Thanks, Alec, for inviting me here. It's very beautiful here. Someone could start talking by saying, first, comma, I could say, first, it might be interesting to think about how words sound or something. That's just an example. You could say anything. First, comma. Amber is a sound. It's a word. It sounds a certain way. A-M-B-E-R. Amber. After is another word. A-F-T-E-R. After. After is relatively easy to pronounce when compared to words like rafts. Rafts, R-A-F-T-S, is relatively difficult to pronounce. Rafts. On Wednesday, I started a train ride. You can think about punctuation, other things. I guess I'll read now a little bit from my novel, Eat When You Feel Sad. Robert walks into his building. He opens his mailbox. He looks in the mailbox. Robert picks up an envelope from Netflix. He closes his mailbox. Robert walks upstairs. He walks into his apartment. He opens the envelope from Netflix. He reads a description of the movie The Squid and the Whale. Robert walks to his bedroom. He takes off his clothes. Robert plays the album Lambent Material by Alluvium. He lies on his bed. His eyes are closed. Robert stands up. He puts on shorts. He walks to the kitchen. He looks at the window. He pours water into a glass. He looks at his cat. He thinks, I wish I was at my parents' house. Robert thinks, what's going on tonight? Should I call someone? Robert calls Kelly. He leaves a voicemail. Robert thinks, I'm not sure what to do. Robert opens the freezer. He picks up an ice cube tray. Robert walks to his bedroom. He lies on his bed. Robert takes an ice cube tray out of the ice cube. Fuck, man. I was so good. I was so good for so long. And then I said ice cube tray out of the, but I meant ice cube out of the ice cube tray. And then I was going to have him put it on his stomach. Robert, the character, also known as he. One makes a choice between saying the character's name and saying a pronoun. That's a big choice, because you say the character's names an awful lot. Robert, he. When you write something, you tend to write it and then edit it. All experience is out there. Everything that is happening is able to be documented. And that's very exciting in some ways. Two times that I can remember, I've seen a sign that intentionally misspells the word mistake. In South Philadelphia, there's a restaurant called Pat's Steaks, and their tagline is, "Don't eat a mistake." And they spell mistake, with the word steak, as in the sandwich in it. And then near my parents' house in New Jersey, there's a church that has a sign outside like you see at churches and firehouses and things like that, schools. And the church said something to the effect of, "God is perfect, only people make mistakes," and they also spelled mistakes incorrectly, I guess to illustrate that point. Something I'm a little ashamed to talk about is that as a child, that church, Vermont maybe had, I remember, I'll start it this way. "Sorry, Vermont, it's still a sin," is what the sign said. And I believe that was in reference to some sort of legislation in Vermont that was for gay people. And the church was against gay people. It's a Baptist church. And so my mother and a neighbor and I wrote letters to the church saying that was offensive and that they shouldn't say things like that. But now I strongly believe in freedom of speech. So I would not do that now. Nasty. That's a word you can say. Nasty. You can say it when you like something or when you don't. I don't know if any of you are interested in writing. These are things I've thought about writing. Thank you again, Alec.
Go three.
I didn't even see where he was.
Yeah. We got a leader now that's running the break.
Oh, he fell way behind.
Oh, I fell really behind.
This song's sweet.
Yeah, what is this song?
Oh my God, I live in Brooklyn. I go to bars by myself. I'm a big faggot, nobody likes me. Should I kill myself? Probably, I'm gay. Oh my God, I live in Bushwick. I eat chicken rolls every day. Should I drive cross country and quit my job? Probably, but I won't 'cause I'm gay.